Scorpio, how are we today? Just doing our weekly readings. This week we're actually doing the monthly readings. So looking ahead at January, seeing what is in store for you, starting off the new year with a bang. It is New Year's Eve today, so I hope everyone has got some lovely plans tonight, even if that's just sitting on the couch at home. It is my birthday as well, so hence princess mode activated. Um, but I would really appreciate it if you would subscribe to the channel. I do really appreciate that. But this week we have the Memento Mori Oracle and Lenormand deck. This is actually both Lenormand and Oracle, but I've actually split them up today so that we can use them separately. I also have the Money Moves Oracle deck here so we can check in on career and finances. And then when we move on to love and romance, we have the Dark Confessions Oracle as well, which is a bit of a darker deck. So we're not going to get the light and fluffy, happy messages. We do see the darker, deeper truths coming through with that one as well. So we will do a zodiac run through when it comes to love, see how you're interacting with all the other signs. Getting into it for you, Scorpio. Scorpio, January. Start, middle, and end of January 2025 for our Scorpios. I'm excited to see what energy we've got for you today, Scorpio. You guys are looking towards big things, 2025, big things. Scorpio, January, start, middle, and end of January. It's kind of telling me straight away, we don't want to tell Scorpio exactly. We're holding back a little bit. The universe does not want you to actually know how much is in store for you here, Scorpio. There is an element here, though. It is kind of telling me, like I'm getting this sort of phrase where it's Scorpio, you just need to put in the work. You may not even see where this work is taking you, but it's kind of like this message from the universe coming through strongly that it's like the more work that you put in this year, the harder work that you give, even without knowing the result of that hard work, because the universe doesn't want to tell you yet what exactly is going to happen, because these changes, yes, these things though, this year, it's gonna be big. So the universe doesn't want to divulge the full scope of how big this is going to be. It's just, it's like you just need to show me that you're going to put in the work. And, the more that you prove to me that you're willing to put in the work, whether it be physical work, whether it be the work as in, self-work, self-healing, or whether it just be work in the sense here too of just trusting that the universe is taking you where you need to go, because that takes a lot of work too, to trust, that have faith that destiny is unfolding for you the way that it needs to. So it's a lot of work on that, just in that. And you may not know how awesome this is going to be for you this year, but you need to show that you're willing to earn it, if that makes sense. It's coming through. That's actually kind of coming through like directly from the universe or God, whatever you personally believe in. That message is coming through. I have been getting elements of that same message. for the last few weeks, not going to lie. So it really is going to be a big year for you somehow. So you're really going to have to put your faith into yourself and into proving that you're willing to do whatever's necessary to get good results. So it's like it's like a test kind of thing where you're having to do, just as an example, if you work at a job, right, and you have to put in, you're putting in 5 hours work, right, for the week. Just as an example, I know that that's not realistic, but just as an example, you know that this week you have to put in 5 hours work. But this particular week, you every hour that you spend there, you give 110%, right? As compared to somebody else who every hour that they spend in their 5 hours, they're giving about 80%. They've been a little bit lazy here and there, taking some shortcuts. But you're giving 110%, 120%, okay? And then it gets to the end of the week. You've both done 5 hours, but you didn't actually know that one of you was going to get a bonus. That no one told you that if you are seen by the supervisor to be doing a great great job, and you are being pitted against this other person, and whoever does the best job this week is going to get this bonus. So they're going to get a double pay, whereas the other one will just get the normal pay. The other person's never going to know because they got their normal pay for the 5 hours, whatever. But then all of a sudden you're like, hang on, why did I get double pay? It's because you put in more work, more effort. So it's kind of like you're needing to just, bring it, prove that you're the better worker even before you know why you're proving that. I hope that makes sense. The first card for the start of January, we have the Watch. Watch what's going to happen for you this year. Like literally watch, just watch. Don't believe me, just watch. Patience, yes. Observing other people around you and how they do things, what they're doing, how much effort they're putting in. Going out of your way maybe to go. I'm picking up strong career stuff here. Go and watch other people that have the exact same job as you. Watch how they do it, what they're doing. Go and watch videos, YouTube videos on people doing the exact same thing as you. Watch what effort they're putting in and the results that they get from that. Watch, observe. Start of January is your opportunity to watch, observe. Put it all down in your little bag for the middle of January. We're collecting it all up. We have the sachet here, which is, this little sachet, which it's holding flowers here. You're collecting the knowledge. You're watching through observation. You're collecting the knowledge, collecting these flowers of how much time, how much energy, how much love you need to give in order to receive some back. So you're observing and watching, how people collect this and how people collect that. I feel like for a lot of you, this has got to do with career stuff. And then the end of the month, we have the scissors. So that's when, we start making these changes. We start, breaking free of any stagnant energy and breaking free of the restraints, breaking free of the things that have stopped us from moving forward, changing, working harder. I will clarify, if we can see a little bit more about the changes and the collections, because I can just sort of see straight away we've got observe, collect, then break free and make the changes. It's coming through very sort of straightforward in that sense. But The collection, the sachet. Clarify the sachet energy for Scorpio in the middle of January here. The flowers, like, oh my goodness, because, you know, I even pointed out the flowers in the sachet there and referred to that. You're seeing how we have the wreath, okay, which is the flowers in this deck. Collecting, you know, gathering together, giving. How much do I need to give? It's the giving. The flowers is the giving. It's giving time, love, energy to things. Giving your effort, your work, your hard work. And you know, firstly, we're observing what we can give, how to give, you know, who to give to, where to give to, what to give to, all those things. We're collecting information and we're learning more about giving. What do we need to give? What do we need to, you know, where do we put this here? How do we put that there? We also have the dog as well. Loyalty, companionship, compassion, friendships. Okay, so for a lot of you, there is people around you that can help you with all this as well. So it's also talking about strengthening relationships around you, giving more time, more love, more energy to relationships if you want to receive from those relationships in the future as well. So making sure that we're giving what we're getting when it comes to relationships, because I do feel for a lot of you, some sort of partnership may become very important down the track. That, you know, that if you're not giving this person you know, your time and energy, that they may have they may not give you their time and energy, you know, down the track when you need it. All right. So it's kind of that energy of, you know, like I said, with the example of the working 5 hours thing, and it's like the supervisor. So making sure you're giving all your best effort to the supervisor. You're giving your time, your energy to the supervisor. Hey, supervisor, is there anything I can help you with? Any extra jobs I can just fix up while I've got a second? Then that creates stronger loyalty ties back to you. So you're the one that's seen as the harder worker. You're the one that gets the bonus. The relationships that you're creating. Okay? Just making sure we're paying attention to them. All right? The scissors energy for Scorpio at the end of January. Another one who's going to have a bit more of an in-depth, longer reading. Scissors. Okay, so the garden has come through here. It is the cemetery in this deck as well. We do see a lot of the darker imagery in this deck. So we have the cemetery there. But that is the garden. So the you know, it generally is the card of meetings, but it's also the card of social and public. So we're breaking free from social restraints and public restraints. So, you know, we are seeing you building on to relationships that can serve you with whatever you're building towards here, whatever you're doing. You know, you are strengthening the relationships that matter, the relationships that, you know, you need that loyalty with. But just public, general, social relationships, I feel like there's a need for some of you to cut it out a little bit. Cut down on the social activity. You know, that maybe you don't need to go and meet up with that friend and have a coffee. Maybe you need to spend that time studying or at work or paying attention to the other people whose support you rely on more, rather than that, because it's feeling like it's just a lot of general social energy. It's not a close connection social energy. It's general. It's like, stop giving yourself to the public. You know, that the acquaintances, basically. Stop giving yourself to the public. Give yourself to the people that matter. breaking free from that restraint of feeling obligated to have a certain public facade, public face, certain social media things coming through here as well. You may need to sort of cut it out with the social media, whatever that is. Cut it out, break it down a bit. Less time on the social media, or changes being made, significant changes being made to the social media. I'm actually getting an example for my friend here when it comes to that as well. Because I'm getting I will let you all know, because it does feel like it might be a general kind of message as well, but it's like overexposure. It's talking about overexposure. Like, so if you're seeing, you're being public and you're posting things every single day, people care less. Whereas if that's more like, oh, that person only posts something, once in a blue moon, I'm going to pay attention when they do. It's more special. It's more important. It's more unique and individual. Something might be in that for you. We also have the cross. This is your destiny. Trust. Have faith. Having faith. Having faith that everything is going to work out the way you need it to. Make the changes. Have faith. Work, career, money. Work, career, money for our Scorpios in January. So I'm seeing a lot of those cross sort of imagery there as well. Having faith and just trusting that this is all going to be big. It's going to work in your favor. Transformation. Change is the natural order of things. Don't be afraid of the unknown. No, not for you, Scorpio. You need to have faith in the unknown, because the unknown is going to be amazing. Wellness. Ensure your body is nourished, join a gym and regain strength, live a healthier lifestyle. So paying attention to your physical body is important for you when it comes to work and money this year as well. So, I do just kind of feel that may be across the whole year message for you here, paying attention to your health and your exercise and diet, because, the more attention that you're paying to that now, joining a gym and eating healthier, or eating a specific diet, it may cost you a little bit more in the short term, but in the long term, it's going to save you a lot more financial hassle. Okay, because I'm just kind of getting this energy of, if you don't take care of your physical, it's going to cost you money this year. Something health-wise will cost you money this year, if you don't manage this before it becomes a problem. Okay, just random. New beginning. You will start a new job and life. Clean sweep over, hitting the reset button. So for some of you, that's not even an actual new job. It's just like a hitting the reset, like a brand new start, a brand new outlook. Like actually feeling happy to be doing this. This is awesome. A new day, brand new day for you when it comes to career job stuff. Okay. Positive moves, positive changes, positive transformation. Love and romance. Okay, so this does show quite a lot of platonic connections as well, but we'll see how you're dealing with other placements in January. Scorpio, dealing with Aries. Scorpio, well, okay. This connection bores me to death. I need something more exciting. Aries is like, you it's like you're not enough of a challenge for them, that they're so used to people, it's like this energy of, you actually like Aries, and so it's not a challenge. Aries is like, oh, I'm so used to having to like work for it, having to chase. It's kind of like Aries is like the thrill of the chase is what Aries wants. They kind of want to play games a little bit. And you're not playing games, so they're like, oh, that's boring. You're not playing. Scorpio dealing with Taurus. Scorpio dealing with Taurus. I have karmic debts that need to be paid before I can come back to you. Taurus has got to deal with something else. That feels like baby mama, baby daddy. They're needing to like maybe literally pay their money debt with the baby mummy, baby daddy. Because there's something, or it could just be something in their past. They effed up and found out, and they've got to, it's like they've got to serve their time. For some of you, Taurus might even be, serving time in jail. Scorpio dealing with Gemini. Scorpio dealing with Gemini. I'm going through a roller coaster of emotions. I won't admit it. They feel everything all at once. That's a very Gemini energy as well, because it's very, 1 minute they're lovey-dovey, 1 minute they hate you, 1 minute they love you, 1 minute they hate you. They can't make up their mind. They don't even know what they feel. But they're kind of trying to not admit it. They're acting on it, but they're not acknowledging it. Scorpio dealing with Cancer. My mask keeps me safe. I need to fake my feelings. Putting on a facade, hiding how they truly feel. So there's an energy there of don't necessarily trust Cancer, I'm picking up on. They may say they feel one thing, but that's not necessarily the truth of their feelings. Scorpio dealing with Leo. Scorpio dealing with Leo. I have lost faith in you and cannot see a future with you anymore. Leo's kind of lost faith in life in general, in themselves, and it's led to them losing faith in you. They've lost faith in love just at all. It's not necessarily you that's the problem here. Scorpio dealing with Virgo. Scorpio dealing with Virgo. I cannot listen to your voice. It affects my soul. There's a couple of you where because I am getting the nails on a chalkboard energy there, that your voice actually grates on them, like literally, like for some of you it's like they don't like your accent or they don't like your actual voice. It kind of annoys them. Sorry to say that, Scorpio, but it's affecting their soul in the sense that, I don't know, there's just something about your voice that it annoys them because it like brings something up in them. Maybe maybe you remind your voice, you sound like somebody else, maybe. Like, or you've got the same accent as somebody else. I'm getting accent there with that as well. Scorpio dealing with Libra. Scorpio dealing with Libra. I knew I was losing you, but I didn't do anything to fight for you. Libra knows that they lack effort in the situation. They knew that they know that they're pushing you away. They know that they're losing you, but they're not. Scorpio dealing with other Scorpios. I'm finally seeing my worth, yet I still feel unworthy of your love. that actually feels like you just yourself, Scorpio. You're finally seeing your worth, which, yay, awesome, thank you, because you are worthy. Yet I still feel unworthy of your love, but you're still struggling to understand why, the universe loves you. I feel like there's just something where you're feeling, unworthy of love in general, or unworthy of, God's love or the universe's love. Once again, whatever you believe in there. Have faith. Because like I said before, I don't know whether it was in your reading or not, but was it your reading with, no, I don't think it was. But being worthy is actually, it's one of those things. It's like, just because you feel unworthy doesn't mean that the other person sees you as unworthy. It's like attractiveness. Like, everyone finds something attractive differently. So even if I don't feel attractive and I think, oh, I'm not very pretty, to somebody else, I might be exactly the pretty that they look for. But so just because I don't think I'm pretty in my own version of attractiveness doesn't mean that I'm not somebody else's version of attractiveness. It's kind of up to the other person. It's kind of beauty in the eyes of the beholder kind of energy, that, it's how other people perceive you that determines whether you're worthy or not. It's their perception that determines if they decide that you are worthy of them. Is that not up to them to decide? Don't take anyone else's decision from them. Are you taking somebody else's decision from them by saying, I'm not worthy enough for you? It's their decision to choose whether you're worthy enough for them or not yours. Okay, it's just coming through there. It feels as though you needed to hear that, Scorpio, that, even though you're finally seeing your worth, you're still feeling unworthy of someone or something, or of love in general. But it's not really up to you. It's not your perception of worth that other people choose whether you're worthy enough of them or not. Okay? I don't know. That was just coming through there. Scorpio dealing with Sagittarius. Scorpio dealing with Sagittarius. I cannot be vulnerable with you. I rather hide in the darkness before I let you see inside me. Sagittarius is hiding a lot of truth about themselves. It's like they're hiding a whole something about themselves, whether it be a whole part of themselves or a whole part of their history, like their past. They're hiding something from you. They are hiding something. There is something hiding because they think that you will not understand or not like them anymore. Scorpio dealing with Capricorn. Scorpio dealing with Capricorn. Another one flying on out. Oh. I have things going on in my life that require my full attention. Capricorn is being a Capricorn, and they're just doing their own thing. Work, 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 work. I am picking up here, Scorpio, that if Capricorn's saying that they've got things going on in their life that require their full attention. But if you demand Capricorn's attention, what you need to do, if you want to be in that Capricorn's life, you need to demand their attention, and you need to tell them to schedule me in, Capricorn. Fit me into your schedule. I want your attention. I need your attention, Capricorn. Fit me into your schedule. Find an hour, find a night, find a day, whatever. Fit me in. Demand it. I feel like that'll work for you if you want to be with that Capricorn. Scorpio dealing with Aquarius, especially too with you being a Scorpio. Like, Scorpio is probably one of the only signs that can get Capricorn's attention and can demand Capricorn's attention in that kind of a way. I'm also seeing a Scorpio like showing up at Capricorn's office like in sexy lingerie under the jacket or something like that. You're demanding their attention. Look at me, Capricorn. Pay attention to me. Find time for me. I know you're busy. Find the time. Schedule it in. Organize better. Oh, goodness. Don't tell a Capricorn to organize better. They will, like, hurt you. Scorpio dealing with Aquarius. Scorpio dealing with Aquarius. It's too late. I've moved on and I do not wish to reconnect. Aquarius is, if you're still connected to this Aquarius, it's like it's too late to rehash something. It's too late to reconnect that particular dot. Because it may be a specific thing here with the Aquarius. They do not wish to reconnect, go back over, rehash that exact issue or that particular thing. It's kind of like they're like, that's it, I've moved on, agree to disagree, effort, it's in the past. Let's go on without that connection anymore. That doesn't mean it's not possible to stay connected in other ways with Aquarius. But for those of you where you're not in contact with that Aquarius, I'm sorry, they've moved on. They may, I am feeling, for those of you where you're not in contact with that Aquarius, they actually, I feel like a lot of them are actually with somebody else or seeing somebody else, interested in somebody else. Sorry. Scorpio dealing with Pisces. Scorpio dealing with Pisces. I feel overwhelmed. I am drowning in my own thoughts. Pisces just needs a bit of help, I feel. Like, and it's kind of that help of like, just do it for them kind of thing. Like, just come on in, sweep Pisces off to the side and say, sit the F down, Pisces. You're trying to do too much. Just sit down, chill for a second. We're going to relax. We're going to go to the spa. We're going to, they just need to sit and stop for a second, I think. They're just a bit overwhelmed. Maybe coming in and saying, look, Pisces, just sit. I'm going to cook dinner tonight. I'm going to vacuum. Whatever it is they're trying to do, I'm going to do that. Just sit. Stop. Let me do it. They're just a bit overwhelmed, and that will flip them back around. Okay, Scorpio, so that's what we've got for you today. You are more than welcome to check out your other placements. Hope everybody enjoys the last few little bits of 2024. Bring on 2025. I can't wait to see what this year unfolds in your direction, Scorpio. It's going to be fantastic. Make sure you subscribe, and I will see you next year.